Huh. Okay. You're back. Yes. Sorry about that. So here we go. You're here, you're grounded, and then come to standing. And very simply now, turn the palms out, inhale, lift the arms, full complete breath, and then exhale and release the arms. And inhale, reach up tall, and exhale. Nice. Keep feeling your feet in your lower body, even as your hands rise up. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms, stretch your body, exhale, and release. And once more. Inhale, and exhale. Really good. Now turn your right palm out. I'll do opposite of you. Inhale, lift the arm. As you exhale, side lean. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Just very gently. Turn the palm out on the other side. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, stretch. And inhale again, come on up. And exhale, release. Let's do this now. Interlace your hands in front. Lift the arms up. Breathe in and stretch up tall. As you breathe out, crescent the body to one side with hands interlaced. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, please go to the other side. Inhale, come back up, exhale, and release. Good. Now I'll show you from the side. Take your hands behind you. Your feet are still grounded. Your hands will come behind you. Pretend there's a beach ball between your hands. You're going to squeeze that beach ball. But first, bend your knees so you know you're not locking. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Take them back, but not down. With the elbows slightly bent, go ahead and lift your chest, lift your sternum, look forward, and press that imaginary beach ball behind you. Can you feel how that's waking up the muscles in your upper back? Gently breathe. Yeah, like pulse it a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. Just feel the upper back muscles kind of waking up there. Good. Now holding onto the chair, step back into half dog. Feet are outer hip width apart. You're going to bend your knees at first. Again, ground the energy through the feet, through the legs, the lower body. And now stretch your legs straight to the degree that you can without pain. Stretch your spine, stretch your sides of torso. Good. Lift your head, lift your upper arms, your upper chest. Keeping all of that at the same time, melt between the shoulder blades. And right here, feel what is touching something. Feel the feet on the mat, on the floor. Feel the hands on the chair. Sense your breath. Where does it initiate and where does it flow to? Are there spaces in this shape where you feel you could use more breath? See if you can send the breath to those spots that need a little more breath, a little more opening. Really good. And walk forward. Nice. Oh, yeah, that felt really good. Okay, so standing tall, if you need the chair for balance, you can hold on. Put all your weight on your right foot. Let's go right into tree pose. The ball of the left foot is pressing onto the floor. The heel is resting on the inner ankle. Good. Root down. Feel the corresponding lift in your upper body. One hand or both hands in the heart. Bringing the hands together in this Anjali Mudra. Good, good. Then open the palms out, lift the arms, and gently breathe. When you're standing on one foot in this, like in this tree pose, it does call your attention to the present moment. It's harder, right? Working the balance. If you want more challenge, lift the foot or take it all the way up. Ooh, look, my bionic leg is doing that today. How wonderful. Good, good. I'm holding the ankle in place. You can try pressing sole of foot into inner thigh and inner thigh to sole of foot and see if it'll stay. If it won't stay, you can hold it like I'm modeling and find the breath here. Yes. Just rest your awareness on your foundation, the foot that is weight bearing, and the breath. Presence. loving awareness. Good, wonderful. Let's go to the other side. Root through the 4 points of your foot. Bend the other knee out a little bit. Root through that ball of foot. Stay here or challenge yourself a little more. See how it goes. Hug one hip to the other hip like a squeezing in motion. See how that feels. Maybe one hand's going to stay on the chair. Maybe both arms are going to lift. See what happens today. If that feels too hard, just go back to a more stable position like this. As you root to rise, notice if you can relax the shoulders a little more, relax your jaw a little bit more. Again, bringing awareness to this moment right now in this pose. Embodying your awareness. Feel your feet. Feel your quad muscle, the thigh muscle in the weight-bearing leg, particularly engaging. Yeah? Is your belly tight? Can you soften it a little bit? Yeah, good. And then release. Excellent. Turn your chair around. Now I'm getting a little warm. So if you're getting a little warm, I invite you to remove a layer as well. Let's do quarter dog. 4 feet of chair safely on mat. Hold on and step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Excuse me, bend your knees. Be aware again of your foundation. What are your feet doing? I want to see them outer hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Look at your ankles and your knees. Your knees are as wide as your ankles. Start with bent knees. Let's focus on the upper arms lifting, upper chest lifting, back of head is in a comfortable position. Your chin is not tucked in all the way. You're not looking up like this. That will crunch the cervical area, the neck area. So find that place that feels comfortable for your head and your neck. Stretch your arms long, stretch your spine. Now slowly walk the legs. You're going to straighten one leg. Sense the back of the leg that is stretching, the hamstrings, and breathe. Good. How's the body today? How's your mind today? Again, it's bringing attention on purpose in this moment without judgment, with loving awareness. Bend both knees. Walk forward. And now take an assisted forward fold. So notice my ankles, side of knee, side of hip are in a line. I bow forward. Maybe I come onto my forearms onto the chair. Maybe my hands will come onto a block. Release the neck, release the head. Notice if your weight goes back behind the heels, then walk your feet back a little bit away from the chair. So you have room to keep this alignment here. Try to get the lower front ribs onto your thighs. Release the neck and head. Good, breathe in and breathe out. Good, yeah. Be spacious and gracious with your body, your mind, your heart, wherever you are today. Be spacious and gracious. Let it go. Let go of the neck tension. Let go of shoulder tension. Breathe. Connect to your breath in this shape. Good. Then bend your knees. Hold on to a surface. Hands on hips. Squeeze the elbows together and come on up to standing. Really good. Come to the front of your mat or close to your chair. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Like you can think of this as, bringing balance, balancing the left and right sides of your body, the left and right sides of your brain, bringing all parts of yourself together. Yoga means yuj. So yuj, which is to join, to bring together. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, reach the arms up, tiny little back bend. Exhale the hands through the heart. hold on to your chair, or you can have hands on medium blocks or hands directly on the floor. Depending on the level of challenge you like, then step back into down dog. Gently breathe. Take 3 breaths here. On the second breath, lift your heels, engage your calves a little more. See what that feels like, and then stretch out through the heels. Good. Keeping your feet where they are. Inhale forward into plank. Arms are straight and strong. Work in the strength in the core. Lift your thighs, your hips, your navel. Yeah, really good. And then hips back, thighs back, back into downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Ready? Inhale forward into plank. On your tiptoes. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk forward, please. When you get there, bend your knees, hands on hips, lift chin out of chest, squeeze your elbows together, float the arms up, reach up. Exhale the hands in front of your heart. Good. Inhale here as you exhale, release your hands. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale the hands through the heart. Hold on to your surface. I'll model hands on blocks this time. And you're going to step back into downward facing dog. Gently breathe. Gently breathe. And from here, you can go forward into plank. Hands can be on chair or blocks or floor. Back into down dog. Inhale forward into plank. Back into down dog. One more time. Inhale forward. And downward facing. Really good. Walk forward. When you get there, bend your knees, hands on hips. Pause here. You're halfway up. Squeeze your elbows together. Feel the upper back muscles work. And then press into your feet. Fly the arms up. Lift the hands up over your head. Exhale the hands in front of the heart. Good. Now, from here, what I want to do is use the chair to do a couple of standing poses. So turn so that your feet or your toes are pointing to the long edge of your mat. And then the front foot is going to open up 90 degrees. Just going to look at your feet. Bring some awareness again into your foundation of your pose. The front heel, if you were to draw an imaginary line straight back, it would bisect the arch of the back foot. Bend the front knee, look at it, make it point straight forward, and that front hand is going to go in the middle of your seat, of your chair. If you need more challenge, you can have a block on the outside of the calf or hands directly on the floor. I'm going to model hand on chair. So you're going to bend that front knee, take the other hand, palm up, swing it back. And from here, I just want you to take it over your top ear. So we're doing a modified extended side angle. Try to revolve your torso toward the ceiling a little bit more. And the ear, the top ear is close to the top bicep. And breathe here and just breathe. Feel your feet. Feel the foundation. Bring that awareness into the feet, the legs, the bottom of your hips. Let the belly be soft, not clenching. Find the breath here. Really good. And now swing the arm down in front and behind you. Palm is up. Now straighten the front leg to the degree you can. Swing the arm back into that position over your head. You're reaching the top ear underneath the top arm. Good, good. And now float the arm straight up into a more classic triangle position. Gently breathe. Notice if it's intense here, too intense a stretch, you can put a little bend in that front knee, but try triangle pose where both legs are completely straight. Lean back a little bit and gently breathe. Feel your feet, press your feet down and apart to activate your lower body a little bit more. Gently breathe. Right? When we're in a challenge moment in our poses or in our lives, we tend to hold the breath. So I want you to be aware. Are you holding your breath? If you are, let it go. Let it flow as best you can. Practice that. Yeah. Then both hands are going to hold on to the chair. You face the chair. Step back into Adho Mukha. Now down dog's like the resting pose. Yeah, feels good. Symmetrical pose. Stretch your arms, stretch your torso, stretch your legs. Really good. Now step the other leg forward. We're going to go for the other side of those two poses. Now, my front hand is the same side as my front foot, and that front hand is on the chair. Draw that imaginary line from the front heel straight back. It's going to bisect the arch of the back foot. Bend the front knee. Revolve the torso open. Top palm is going to face the ceiling. What I want you to do is swing that arm over your top ear and stretch. Good, good. Yeah. Stretch and breathe. This is a modified extended side angle. Gently breathe. Good. Now you're going to drop that top hand down and bring it back to that start position. Slowly straighten the front leg to the degree that you can. Triangle legs. Swing the arm back up over your top ear. So the ear is hugging the upper inner arm, that bicep. Stretch. Both legs straight. Try to revolve the torso open a little more to the sky. Your sternum, your breastbone revolves up toward the ceiling. Good, good. And now take the arm straight up to the ceiling if you can. If your neck bothers you, of course, just look down to your front foot or more in the direction of your belly button. Classic is to look up to your top thumb. Stretch everything. Press some energy down through the lower body, through the legs, into the feet, like you're growing roots into the floor. Feel that grounding. Yes. And slowly, both hands onto the chair. Step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Remember in the beginning of class, we rooted the 4 points of the feet. So do that again in down dog. Press the big toe mounds, the outer heels, then the inner heels, then the pinky toe mounds. Lift and spread all 10 toes, bend your knees slightly. Just see how that feels as you press your hips back, your thighs back, and then work to slowly straighten the legs as best you can. Good, imagine energy is drawing from the hands, wherever they're placed, up the arms into the heart center, right between the shoulder blades. And then from the feet, up the backs of the legs, up over the hips into the heart center. Yeah. And from that place, stretch back out again. Stretch your arms from the heart, down the arms into the hands, into the floor or surface. And from the heart, back up over the hips, down the backs of the legs into the heels. Really feel the stretching, yeah? Really good. And then walk forward. Bend your knees, hands on hips, squeeze your elbows together, come up to standing, float the arms straight up, exhale the hands in front of the heart. So as we practice yoga, right, we become aware of the wave of the breath, the inflow, the outflow. Yeah, it feels really good. Feels really good to do that. Okay, let's do eagle pose now. You could do it sitting. If you'd like to sit for a moment, please do it sitting or do it standing. Right arm forward, left arm underneath. You're going to press the palms together. If you're standing, you can have your feet parallel and just work the arms. Or you can add the legs. From here, if your right arm is on top, let's take the left leg on top. Pick it up, cross over, ball the foot on the floor. Eagle pose. Nice. And gently breathe in and gently breathe out. And here you are once again in a balance challenge. So you want to check into your foundation, ground through whatever part of your body is touching the floor or the chair, and rest your awareness on the breath. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out. So we're practicing presence, yeah? By again and again coming back to the awareness of the foundation, the awareness of the breath. You're practicing being present, fully present in this pose, in this moment. To come out of it, press down into the floor, straighten the legs, undo the arms. So it's actually not very complicated it's not like this complicated concept. It's embodied. Left arm forward, right arm underneath. See if you can press your palms. You can do just the arms and keep your feet, both feet on the ground like this, hips back, torso forward, or make it more challenging, go more toward the full pose. Right leg's gonna come up and over, ball of foot on floor. There you go. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out. Can you be spacious and gracious with what's going on in this moment? Yes. Go a little deeper. What's going on in your human life? Can you be spacious and gracious with whatever is going on? Without judging, without trying to fix or grasp. Good, press down and come on up. Ooh, that was good. All right, please sit on the chair a moment. And if you're not using a chair, you can sit on the mat and then come to lean on your forearms and elbows. We're gonna do either if you're on the ground, you're gonna do leg lifts. If you're in the chair, it's gonna be like this. Hands, or you're sitting to the front edge of your chair. Ankles under your knees, spine is long. Extend one leg out, foot is flexed, toes are flared. Bring it up, lower it down, and bring it back. Good. Other side, extend, bring it up, lower it down, and come back. And you lift to the degree that you can without pain. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower it down, bring it back. Those of you on the floor, you're leaning back on your elbows and forearms. You're just doing straight leg lifts, okay? Inhale, extend. If you need to use your hands to help that leg come up, fine. Inhale, extend. You can use your hands if you need it. Just training the muscles, helping them out. Good. Breath and movement. Once again, inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it up a little bit or a lot of it, but no higher than your other thigh. Come on down and release. Either rest or try one more, but don't round the back. Okay, that's very important. Keep sitting to the fronts of your sit bones. The top of your sacrum is drawing into the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, return. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale. Yeah, really good. Come to standing. I just want you to try this. By the way, this can be done sitting if you want to continue sitting. Shins in, thighs out. Let's do this. It's good for your knees. Your hands are going to go to the sides of your legs, just below the knees, and you're going to squeeze in actively. And then against that adduction, you're going to widen your inner knees, inner thighs all the way up to your sit bones. So try that and don't hold the breath. Let the breath flow. You're squeezing in, adduction, and then you're widening out, abduction. Lower legs squeeze in, upper legs widening. Yeah, and from the side, you can see, I'm squeezing in, and then I'm trying to widen. Can you feel that all the way up to the sit bones? Take a rest. Good. Try it sitting if you like. Squeezing in, the lower legs, upper legs widening. So from the inner knee, inner thighs, all the way up to your sit bones. Make some space in the hip joint. That widening action is so good for your hip joint. Abduction. Yeah. So now I want to invite you to do a powerful chair. Okay. So I'll show you standing. You're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, rise up, stretch. Exhale, release the arms. And again, inhale, open those fingers. Exhale, sit down, stay rooted in your feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, 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 lifting the arms. X, sitting down, rooting through the feet. Inhale, press through the feet as you rise up. Exhale, lower the arms. Now we're going to add a hold of the pose, but not of the breath. Inhale, lift the arms. As you exhale, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Now, holding the pose, breathe in. Holding the pose, breathe out. Holding the pose, breathe in. Holding the pose, breathe out. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, lower the arms. Ooh, that was good. Take your feet outer hip width apart. Inhale, lift your arms shoulder level. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release the arms. Breath and movement. Stay rooted in your feet as you inhale, lift your arms. Exhale and twist. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release the arms. And again, inhale, your feet are rooted, both inner and outer edges. Exhale, twist to one side. The front elbow is bending. The front fingers touch the back shoulder. Inhale, come back. Arms are out like an airplane. Exhale, lower the hands to the sides of your hips. Inhale, lift the arms shoulder height. Exhale, twist to the other side. Bend the front elbow. Front hand touches back shoulder. Inhale, open the arms out like an airplane, shoulder height. Exhale and release. Try one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale and twist. Inhale, come back. Exhale and release. Good. Now, roll the shoulders up and back and down. Core forward. Good. Now, with elbows bent, see if you can interlace your hands behind you. If that's too hard, again, you can just have palms parallel, palms facing each other, but try to interlace if you can. You're going to roll the shoulders up and back, squeeze your elbows together. Stand tall. Yes, just feel the opening in the front chest, in the pectoral area, the upper quadrants of your chest, tailbone down, navel moves back towards spine. Really good. And then if you can, bend your knees. You could face the chair in case you need to grip it. Bend your knees. Lift the arms up overhead, another forward fold. Your hands can be interlaced or parallel, like you remember that imagined beach ball we had earlier. And if you need to hold onto the chair for balance, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, keep reaching the hands up toward the ceiling. Once you're here with head below the heart, try to lift your shoulder blades, the bottom tips of your blades, lift them up toward your waistline, toward the ceiling. You could reach the knuckles up and toward the ceiling and then toward your head. You can bend your knees here. To come out of it, bend your knees, lift the back of your head, sides of throat. Come on up to standing slowly. I don't want you to get dizzy. If you did get dizzy, come into a yoga huddle, stay here a minute, hands resting on thighs. And gently breathe. Yeah, good. Now I'd like you to come down to the floor. So you can use your chair. Gently take yourself to the floor. Good, good. Yeah, good, good. So we want to come onto the belly now. We're going to do a little bit for strengthening your spinal muscles, paraspinal muscles. If you wish to cushion your hips a little bit, you could take your blanket like this and then fold it in half, make a long rectangle. You could put it under your hips. Yes. Good, good. Yeah, exactly. And hands are going to be on the sides of your chest, fingers pointing forward. Please turn your fingers out a little bit, like toward the pinkies, like that, a little bit out. Little external rotation there in the upper arms. Feet are outer hip width apart, so please press the tops of feet to floor, press your tailbone down, lift your navel, press your hands, lift the back of your head, sides of your throat, come up into a little low cobra. Engage the upper back muscles, the rhomboids, and breathe. Good, and lower. Let's try that one more time.
Hands press, tailbone presses, tops of feet press. Lift the back of head, lift sides of throat, lift your upper chest, the fronts of your shoulders, the upper chest. Good. And release. One more. See if you can interlace your hands behind your back. Lift head, lift shoulders just a little bit. You don't have to go up too high to get some nice benefit here. Yeah, really good. Release, turn your head to one side. Rest a moment here. Turn your head to the other side. Good. Now I'd like you to come onto all fours. So you can lean on your elbows, your forearms. Come onto all fours, and if you have any need to cushion your knees, just open up that blanket and be very gentle with your knees. Give yourself a knee cushion. Come onto all fours, please. Bring your knees outer hip width apart. You can tuck the toes or lay them flat. I just want you to come back, hips toward heels, and go forward. Yeah. And come back and go forward. So notice, again, keeping your awareness in your body, in every move that we do, in every pose that we do, and on your breath. How does it feel today to do this? How far back do your hips go? Do they want to stop here? Maybe tightness in the knee, or maybe do your hips want to go a little further? Some of you can take your hips all the way to your heels. Just explore without judgment. How does this movement feel today? Good. Yeah. And come onto all fours. Bring your knees to touch. The inner edges of your knees are touching. And now I want you to extend your right leg out. You're going to lift it. Engage that right glute, the butt muscle. Yeah. So this is position A. You can stay here with strong hands and arms. Tailbone down, navel lifts, or more challenge is the opposite arm is going to reach forward. So now your left fingers are reaching forward, your right heel is pressing back. Good. And release. Let's try the other side. Extend your left leg out, firm your hands and arms. Lift the leg. It's going to be about parallel to the floor. You can stay here, tailbone down, navel lifts. More challenge is to lift the opposite arm. So if it's the left leg lifted, the right arm is lifted. Allow yourself to feel what's touching the floor and stay nice and rooted there. And to be aware of the breath. Your breath becomes a mirror of what's going on. If you're holding your breath, maybe you're overworking. That'll give you that clue. Oh, I'm overworking. I'm holding my breath. If your breath is flowing, all right. Excellent. And release. Take a child's pose. Open your knees, toes together. You can come onto your forearms and do sort of a modified child's, or you can take your hips back to the degree that they are comfortable, that your knees are comfortable. Explore that. Good. When you're ready to come out of that, I'd like you to turn over, move your blanket, and let's try something for the abs. So you're gonna have your knees bent, lift your chest, like someone's pulling a string from your heart. Lean back a little bit, try to find the balanced place between tailbone and sit bone. Lift one shin, then the other shin. You could alternate that, keep doing that. Or you could do more challenge, which is both shins lifting off the floor. This is the first time I've tried this with my new hip. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Spread the toes, flex the feet, lift your chest, and gently breathe. Excellent. Release when you need to. All right. Excellent. Now let's do a seated twist. So let's keep the right leg straight. The left leg will bend.
Leaning on your left hand, inhale, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, gently twist toward the bent leg. Good. Inhale again. Spine is long. Exhale and gently twist. Yes. And now you can feel your foundation is more, right? Because the whole length of the back of the leg and your hips are on the floor and your hands with more support in the seated poses. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's switch. Right leg is bending. You're leaning on your right hand. Inhale, lengthen in the spine. Exhale, gently twist toward the bent leg. And once again, find the breath. Really good. Notice, how does the twist feel in your body today? Without judgment, just with gentle, loving awareness. This is presence. Inhale, come back. Yeah, really good. Now I'd like you to lay on your back for bridge pose. Okay. Knees are bent, elbows are bent, feet are outer hip width apart. Take a moment to breathe, connect with your breath. And now, with feet pressing, elbows pressing, back of head pressing, lift your hips. Keep the knees parallel. Good, and release. Let's try that again. When you're ready, lift up and release. If that's hard for you, you can move your feet a little further away from your hips and come up that way. Yeah. Those that want more challenge, bring the heels all the way close. You could even hold on to your ankles and try to lift up there. That's a little too tight for me today, but you can try it. Have a little fun with it. Lift up. Now hold the pose here. Reach your tailbone, the last bone of your spine, toward your knees. Lift your heart. Walk your elbows in closer to each other. There's a nice opening of the front body. And gently breathe. Now let's wake up the hamstrings a little bit more. Press your feet down. Drag your feet isometrically toward your head. Can you feel that? The backs of your legs a little more engaged. Gently breathe. Good. And release. Now join the inner edges of your feet together. What I'd like you to do is you can watch me for a second. You're gonna press the right foot down, but lift the left foot. So it's kind of like a one-legged bridge. So you're pressing the right foot down, the left knee is bent, you lift up, try to keep your hips level and lower down. Again, the same side, pressing the right, lifting the left, coming down, one more. And then we'll switch. Now the left foot is pressing, the right knee is bending and lifting off the floor as you lift your hips and you lower down. I put one finger on the front pelvic bones just to help me sense, are my hips level? Yeah, use your breath. Pressing the left, lifting the right foot, and lifting hips. Good. Yeah. Now stretch the right leg out, hug the left leg into your chest, and gently breathe. Yes, so good. And release. So this awareness, this embodied awareness, it's a wonderful practice of mindfulness, of presence, of the fact that you are alive, the value of your breath, the value of being alive. We remind ourselves. Did we already switch legs? Let's switch again. Yeah, switch. And switch. Yeah, good. Nice. Now take your strap. Let me get my strap here. Let's do the Supta Padangusthasana belt series. Always a great way to wind down at the end of class or near the end of class. So my left foot is in the air. My left leg's in the air. I put the strap around the foot. My right leg is bent, or it can be straight, whatever feels better for you. Arms are straight, shoulders on the floor. The action I want you to do, I want you to press the leg away. Use your leg muscles to do that. Press the leg away, even as the hand and strap pull a little bit toward your face. Now, if that's really hard, if you're feeling a big stretch at the back of the leg, lower it a little bit. Give yourself a break. Yeah. If you need more challenge, put it a little closer to your face. Gently breathe. The back of the other leg is rooting down into the floor. Don't forget about engaging your quads. And gently breathe and notice. How are the hamstrings today? Hamstrings, you know, the back of the leg. You can feel that tightness. Yeah. Now, both straps in the left hand open the leg to the left. Just feel that. Good. Breathe. Now switch over across the midline. Both hands, both straps are in the right hand. You cross over. Just for the iliotibial band stretch. Feel that. Really good. And bring it back to center while you've got it up there. Slip the other foot into the strap. Release that first leg. You're going to straighten the arms, relax the shoulders back. Again, the action of this leg, this top leg, is pressing away from your face. I put my hand there so you could see. It's pressing away, but you're using your leg muscles, your core muscles. Gently breathe. The hands and the strap are pulling a little bit toward your face, but the leg is pressing away. Yes, away from the face. And breathe. And notice. Good. Now, both straps in the right hand only. Open that leg to the right, only to the point of not pain. Yes, keep both hips on the floor. And now come back, cross your midline, switch the straps to the other hand. Now, I think you're going to feel this on the outside of your leg, the IT band, iliotibial band. And then gently release the strap and just compare your legs. Stretch out your legs, roll the feet out, roll the feet in, and just feel what that feels like. Hope that feels good. Excellent. Bend the knees, hands alongside hips. I want you to reach the arms up as you inhale. Watch out for any props. And just stretch from your hips all the way up to your fingertips and lower the hands back to your hips. Good. Now, holding behind your thighs, both feet up in the air, stretch up through the heels, and then bend your knees. Now put it all together. Inhale, lift the arms, lift both legs, reach up through your heels, stretch, and release. Good. Inhale, lift hands up overhead, lift feet towards ceiling, stretch up through the backs of the legs, through the heels. And then lower, you bend the knees, and you take your hands down by your hips again. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch everything, exhale, and release. And once more, inhale. Good, and exhale. Yeah, really good. Take a moment to just breathe. Stay right where you're at. You can lay down on your side and just continue to breathe. I want you to put your hands on your belly. And as you breathe in, can you feel the belly rising up to your hands? And as you breathe out, can you feel the belly retract back away from your hands? And you may not feel that, but if these muscles are very, very relaxed, you will feel that. So soften the belly, definitely soften the belly if you can. Inhale, send the breath to the belly, let it expand. And exhale, release. Yeah, try that a couple times. Just keep your awareness very gently there. You're breathing in through your nose if you can. You breathe out through your nostrils if you can. Good, again, breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, inhale. And breathe out. Good. Excellent. So from here, I'd like to take you into a meditation practice. If you prefer to just stay on your mat, on your back, go ahead. Make yourself warm though. Make sure you're warm. If you prefer to sit up and then come into Shavasana, you can do that. So I will come closer to the camera. I can feel close to y'all. I will also put on a sweatshirt. Every time we get on the mat, we are practicing moment to moment awareness. And we cultivate this ability to honor what is in this moment, whatever is happening in your human life. And that brings a certain pleasure. If you really think about it, like if you are having a cup of tea and you mindfully just hold the cup, feel the shape of the cup, feel the warmth of the cup, smell, perhaps it's mint tea or whatever your favorite tea is, and you take the time to smell it, you use your senses. When you slowly sip it and maybe it's the perfect temperature, that brings a kind of pleasure, right? As opposed to not even noticing that you're having a tea. Same with sipping a glass of water, right? Eckhart Tolle tells this funny story of, people taking acid to like really open up their senses, and they'll be like, they're holding a cup of water and they'll be like, whoa, this is amazing. But so we're saying you don't have to take drugs in order to become aware of the wonder that is each moment, right? We practice yoga, meditation, breath work, all of that to bring more presence into what we do. And we bring a reminder to ourselves to value this moment as much as we value any future moment, right? Because this moment is really all that we have. So we want to be mindful that we're not devaluing this moment. Oftentimes I hear people saying, when this ends, I'll do that. When the pandemic ends, I'll do this. Well, we're in it. So we need to honor this moment right now. And I'd like to do a breathing meditation using Jack Cornfield's guidance to share with you. So find a comfortable place to be, whether it's sitting up tall or on your back, on the floor. Find a posture that is stable and open. Once again, begin to pay attention to your body, allowing it to relax as deeply as you possibly can in this moment. Luckily, we did some yoga asana to help get rid of some tensions, get the sillies out. And if you happen to notice, oh, there's still a place of tightness somewhere, invite that to soften. Often the belly needs a reminder to soften, often the jaw. You can even use your fingers to move your jaw open and close to invite it to relax a little bit more. Yeah, just feel your body right now in this moment without judgment, just noticing. Kind, loving attention. Let the waves of your breath now be included in your awareness. How is your in-breath? How is your out-breath? Your body is awake and alert, and you're simply finding the breath in your body now. Where do you actually feel it? Does it feel like a tingling in the back of your throat, or as a movement in your chest? As a rise and fall in the belly? Where do you feel the breath? So wherever you feel it the strongest, you can rest your attention there right now in this moment. Establish your attention there. Maybe your breath is apparent in several places. Maybe you can feel all the movement in your body, the whole movement of the body as it breathes. Or maybe your breath is too soft and difficult to find. So you can again place your hand on your belly and feel the expansion and contraction there. Feel a subtle movement under your hand. Carefully rest your awareness on your body and on each breath. Without trying to control the breath, just noticing its natural movement. What are the rhythms of your breath? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Does it come in fast or slow? What is the temperature of the breath? The breath can become a great teacher because it's always moving and changing. We can learn about contraction and expansion. We can learn about resistance, about opening, about letting go. Here we can learn to live gracefully and sense the truth of the river of energy and change that we are. And yet, even if we're interested in learning this practice and we're committing to the practice of it, distractions will arise. This is quite normal. Distractions are the natural movements of the mind. Perhaps you'll hear a sound right now, and your awareness will go away from the breath awareness to the sound. It's okay. Listening. You can say to yourself, listening, and then bring your attention back to your breath, that breath awareness. Perhaps a feeling of pain will arise somewhere in your body, or a painful image or memory. And just notice that with loving awareness. Maybe give it a name. Feeling, pain, hurt. Be spacious and gracious with whatever arises. Leave room for it all. And come back to your breath awareness. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out. Perhaps a memory arises up in our minds. Instead of getting entangled in that memory or thought, bring yourself back to your breath. Ah, there it is, the in-breath and the out-breath. The gentle wave of the breath. Again and again, whatever arises, just notice that maybe it's restlessness, busyness, planning, unfelt feelings, all interrupting what we are focusing on now, which is the breath. Simply breath. So we steady the canoe. We let the waves pass. And we come back again and again in a quiet and collected way to present moment awareness, loving awareness, presence, seeing clearly what is happening right now. You might even say to yourself, breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel ease. Calm, ease, calm, ease. Now you can gently release the meditation. You can lie down for a couple of minutes of Shavasana, deep rest. If you're already on the floor on your back, you can make any small or large adjustments to your position. And allow yourself to just be, just rest, integrate all the benefits of your practice. And I'll ring a bell in 3 minutes. And Shavasana is done for today. Now you can gently release your Shavasana and slowly make yourself easily come back up to sitting. And in closing, hands together, fingers wide, thumbs into the heart. This is Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me today. It's great to see you all.
Thank you, Ann.
You're welcome. Hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you,
you.
Ann.
Thanks a lot, Ann.
Thank you, dear.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.